From the dusty edges of Amarillo, Texas, to the towering offices of Manhattan's elite, one woman rose from near invisibility to become a central figure in the life of one of the world's most powerful men. Her name is Camilla Hayes, and her story isn't just about ambition. It's about how far someone will go to rewrite their destiny. Camilla was born in 1973 into a working-class African-American family. Her father worked air traffic control at a regional airport, and her mother slowly climbed the ladder from city secretary to chief of staff for the mayor of Atlanta. Money was tight, but expectations were high. Camilla didn't just grow up in a household, she grew up in a training ground for watching, learning, and adapting. From an early age, she knew, in a world where credentials opened doors, connections blew them off the hinges. At Amarillo High School, she wasn't the top student. She struggled with dyslexia. But what she lacked in academics, she made up for in charisma and electric, impossible to ignore presence. She dated the school's most popular athletes, always gravitating toward influence, power, and visibility. A teacher once said, Camilla could walk into a room of strangers and leave with an army. That instinct to charm, to read people, to get ahead would become her greatest tool. She moved to New York to study political communications at NYU. It wasn't long before she met Maurice Lawton, a respected TV analyst in his late 40s. He was her doorway into elite political and media circles. She was young, magnetic, and ambitious. He was connected and comfortable. But comfort was never Camilla's end goal. After graduation, she quietly ended the relationship. Maurice's death a decade later passed with little fanfare, but for Camilla, he had been the first rung on a ladder she was determined to climb. Then came Julian Hightower, NFL star, wealthy, adored, and respected. Their romance unfolded across red carpets and celebrity events, lasting several years. When she gave birth to their son, Miles, in 2003, it was a deliberate move. It gave her a lifetime bond to a household name. Their relationship, however, didn't survive. Julian, craving privacy, could no longer keep pace with her hunger for visibility. But Camilla was never one to look back. In fact, she was always looking higher. She quietly transitioned from dating athletes to partnering with influencers in media and finance. In 2005, she married Samuel Darden, a sharp, soft-spoken power broker behind one of the most influential private equity firms in entertainment. He wasn't famous, but he made others famous. He was the architect behind success stories. For Camilla, he was the jackpot. Their wedding in Charleston cost over $1 million. The guest list? Executives, politicians, tech founders. She gave birth to 2 more children, Leo and Isla, and curated their luxury lifestyle: online private schools, designer clothes, vacations in the Alps. She had finally stepped into the life she always envisioned. But it still wasn't enough. Because in 2014, at a charity gala hosted by her husband's firm, Camilla met Rowan Kellerman, founder of Veritycore, a data intelligence empire with ties to world governments, financial markets, and the surveillance industry. Quiet, mysterious, billionaire. He wasn't just powerful, he was untouchable. And Camilla knew instantly. This was her moment. They connected over aviation, a passion they both shared. She offered her aerial media company, Orion Motion, to assist Veritycore with drone services. The partnership was professional at first, but by 2017, their meetings had gone from business briefings to private flights over undisclosed airspace. By 2018, Camilla was leading a double life. Publicly, still Samuel Darden's polished wife. Privately, she was in love with one of the most influential men in the world. Their encrypted messages painted a picture of obsession and intensity. You are the storm I never knew I needed. Let's build something only the sky can touch. On January 2, 2019, Rowan announced his divorce. On January 3rd, Camilla filed hers. Not a day wasted. No mess. Just control. It was a masterclass in timing, privacy, and reputation management. But not everyone was in her corner. Her brother, Donovan Hayes, had helped manage her media presence and protect her image for years. But when he discovered the affair and saw how he'd been kept in the dark, he felt betrayed. He leaked private messages and photos to the press. The scandal broke within days. Overnight, Camilla went from whisper to headline. The betrayal was brutal. Camilla was devastated. Donovan, on the other hand, accused her of egotism and carelessness. Their mother sided with him. Camilla's relationship with her family collapsed. She hasn't spoken to her brother since 2020. Her mother refused to attend her wedding. That wedding, by the way, was held in Tuscany. 400 guests, world leaders, celebrities, tech giants, a $600 million celebration, but not a single member of her family was there. And the drama didn't stop at family. A United Nations report suggested that Veritycore and by extension, Camilla and Rowan had been targeted by a foreign government. A hacked message, a planted video, international espionage. Some claimed her ex-husband Samuel leaked the affair to sabotage her. Others believed Camilla staged the leak to force Rowan's hand. No one really knows the full truth. But what's clear is this. Camilla Hayes didn't climb to the top by accident. She moved with precision. She played the long game. Every relationship a ladder, every child a legacy, every misstep recalibrated. She wasn't just lucky. She was ruthless, but she wasn't invincible, because at the very height of her success, standing next to a man worth billions, Camilla was alone. The people who knew her before she became her were gone, and that's the tragedy hiding behind the power. She gained everything she ever wanted, but lost everyone who ever truly knew her. Camilla Hayes didn't just build a life. She built a brand, a myth, an empire. But the question remains, in the pursuit of becoming someone, what part of yourself gets left behind? Because sometimes, the price of having it all is losing what mattered most. Thank you for joining us for this story of ambition, sacrifice, and the true cost of power. If this story moved you, made you think, or simply kept you watching, we invite you to become part of our growing community. Subscribe for more untold stories of real people behind the headlines. Give this video a like if you believe every journey has a deeper side. And tell us in the comments, was Camilla Hayes a survivor, or a strategist, a hero, or a cautionary tale? Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and remember, the spotlight reveals, but it also blinds.